Religion has evolved over time, and how people think about God and how they worship God has changed greatly. Have you gotten your Jesus fix? And will you see heaven? Now, someone may question that title and say, well, what do you mean by I got my Jesus fix? Now, it's not up to each person to always seek to judge how people go about knowing God and how they worship God and the things they may do in relation to religion or their faith. But there are some things in the world that we need to be paying close attention to, but more importantly, our own personal walk with the Lord. Now, back to the title and the understanding of I got my Jesus fix. Now, we have those in the world that they may go to church from time to time. They may use certain verses from time to time. They may post things on social media relating to God from time to time. They may even ask for prayers or use God's name in settings. And that's how far it goes. They don't have a deep and personal and profound relationship with the Lord. And God wants us to have this kind of relationship. But there are people out there that they don't have that kind of relationship. So it's a surface kind of feel. And people may accept how they are worshiping or thinking about and talking about God in their own ways. It can be accepting. And so they got their Jesus fix for that day, or for the week, or for the month, or for a certain period of time in the year. But will it be enough for them to see heaven? Now, the Bible is very clear and very direct when it comes to how we need to live for the Lord and go beyond just our personal touches about the Bible. In the book of John, in chapter 6, verse 51, I am the living bread that came down from heaven. Whoever eats this bread will live forever. Not live for a certain amount of days or weeks or months or years, but will live forever. This bread is my flesh, which I give for the life of the world. God sent his son, Jesus, to die upon that cross and to rise, to come out of that grave alive, proving who he was. And that's who we need to be putting our hope and our faith in, our trust in, fully. We need to have this kind of relationship as God is sharing his word here, that I am the living bread that came down from heaven. I came down for you. I came down for me. He came down for us. Can we look to the Lord for everlasting life and go beyond these surface kinds of situations to make us feel good and to make others feel good for the moment, inserting God with these small gestures, and other things that we may do. But we need to go beyond this, and we need to have that personal kind of relationship. In the book of Psalm, chapter 121, verses 1 and 2, I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord. Staring at the mountains and looking up and saying, where do I find my help? Who can help me in the time of need? Who can give me strength on a daily basis? Who can show me love and compassion? Who can have mercy upon my soul, showing leniency when I don't deserve it? Or finding favor in me and God extending his grace upon us. It comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. The maker, the creator. That's where we need to be. So if it's you or someone you know that they have this Jesus fix, and it needs to go beyond these surface kinds of conversations and social media posts and other things that we may do and talk about the Lord. And we all have our own journey to have with the Lord. And we need to take it seriously. And we don't need to continue to wait too long because we may not have that chance to fully turn our lives over to the Lord. It needs to be beyond a fix, a verse, merely just talking about God from time to time, or going to church and paying tithes and going on mission trips and doing all these other things that may seem right from the world. It may seem right from ourselves, but God is wanting much more from us, much more deep to penetrate through our souls, our minds, our hearts, so we can be ready. We can be ready for his kingdom, being an adopted child. Are you ready to be an adopted child? Are you ready to serve the Lord fully? The time is right now for the everlasting life that is waiting for those who are ready. And God knows that they're ready for his everlasting kingdom for eternity.